Hello, I'm Nancy Brown, CEO of the American Heart Association. Our mission is to build healthier lives free of cardiovascular diseases and stroke. This single purpose drives all that we do. With that in mind, I'm very excited to share this video with you as we celebrate the 30th anniversary of the Advocacy Department here at the American Heart Association. Over the last 3 decades, the efforts of our You're the Cure volunteer advocates, staff, and partners have brought real and lasting change. In this video, you'll hear about these and other successes directly from our volunteers. Their stories, their passion, and their commitment to our mission keeps me inspired every single day, and I hope that these stories will motivate you and others to get more involved.
Heart disease and stroke, you're the cure.
Heart disease and stroke, you're the cure.
You're the cure.
You're the cure.
You're the cure.
You're the cure. I have been involved with the Heart Association about 20 years.
8 years.
Approximately 5 years.
Since I was 7.
I've been involved with the American Heart Association for over 25 years.
I first started volunteering with the Heart Association back in the late 80s, early 90s.
Long story short, April the 22nd, 98, I had a stroke.
On the evening of September 12th, 1993, when I suffered a massive heart attack.
When my daughter was 6 years old, on Friday, February the 13th, 2009, she was at a gym class at school in East Boston, and she collapsed through sudden cardiac arrest. Luckily, she survived.
I learned that I had a blood clot, and it made my heart work so much that it enlarged.
When I was 4 years old, I had an ASD repair, and that's a hole between the upper 2 chambers.
I first got involved with the American Heart Association after the death of my daughter. She was 22 years old, and in March she was at our local gym doing her daily routine and collapsed while running on the treadmill.
A key part of what the American Heart Association does is to advocate for science and research in cardiovascular medicine and biology.
The Heart Association is really the premier organization in the country that's focused on improving the heart health of our communities.
I have never met a person who does not know somebody that's been affected by heart disease or a stroke. And obviously that's one of the reasons why I go to work every single day is to focus on prevention.
Basically what I did is took this horrible nightmarish thing that happened to me and tried to turn it into something positive through advocacy.
When the grassroots efforts started to grow with all the outpouring and support in regards to Kayla's Law, it really made me feel good, like her death had a reason.
Being a volunteer, it gave me a new mission and a new purpose in life.
I speak for my daughter, and I use the American Heart Association to get her story out and to get her words across to the people that matter, to the people in the State House, that we need to do something about it.
There is no better example or no better person to tell our legislators than somebody like me, somebody who's actually living with it every day.
The more people that you have speaking with the same voice about the importance of prevention of heart disease, about the importance of supportive research in cardiovascular medicine, the more impact you're going to have on our elected officials.
We doubled the NIH budget between 1998 and 2003.
We stopped smoking on airplanes.
We fought childhood obesity.
We increased taxes on tobacco products.
Those are just a few of our many success stories.
We all should be proud of those moments, but we should also recognize that we still have a lot of work ahead of us.
If we can implement a smoke-free law in North Carolina, then I've just got to believe that we can do it anywhere.
Some of the things that I have fought and advocated for had came into law. Just knowing that I played a part of that was a great feeling.
When somebody comes up to me and says, we've heard your story, we've heard about Olivia, and we're taking action in our town, we're taking action in our school, That just gives me such an enormous feeling of gratitude towards the American Heart Association.
I think advocacy is a wonderful way to get your message out.
So many people have friends, family members, or at least know someone who's been a victim of stroke or heart disease or on their way there. And it just seems like it touches so many people that should be the #1 reason why people should get involved.
There's power in numbers and there's strength in unity. And the American Heart Association is one of those partnerships and those organizations that you can trust.
The people I've met through the Heart Association, grassroots volunteers, other science advocates, it's just a real pleasure to work with them and a privilege to get to know them and to work with them on advocacy efforts and other community projects.
I think she'd be proud that with her name in advocacy for the American Heart Association, knowing that she's saving lives, I know she'd be so honored.
So on behalf of the American Heart Association, I want to thank you for all you have done and all you will continue to do.
Become an advocate with our You're the Cure network and help the American Heart Association make the next 30 years even better than the last. Visit you'rethecure.org to join the movement.